is make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
How about this? A two-point conversion coming. They'll try to blast their way in. He's into the end zone again. A little icing on the cake with a two-point conversion after the long touchdown run. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. On the option. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Line getting set on second down. On the option. He'll keep it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Scanning the field, it's Hayes. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here come the Irish back on offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long...
Oh, look out! At the 30. The 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. Trying to pound their way in. He's into the end zone again. A little icing on the cake with a two-point conversion after the long touchdown run. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. The kickoff team out there getting set.
Set to kick this one.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Air Force has it back and the Falcon offense returns to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They'll run the option. Quarterback on the keeper. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. The Falcons will punt it away on 4th down. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Fighting Irish!
And every year there's exciting new freshmen to look at and talk about and pump up. And this guy got a lot of that pump, and you see why. The dynamic play on special teams. You can see the speed, you can see the wheels, and you know the reason the fans were jacked up when they signed this guy this year.
They'll line up to go for 2. Trying to slam in. Worked on the touchdown. Might as well do the same thing on the 2-point conversion. He gets all 8 points on that trip. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Power football with the run. Bounding over the top. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat and keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Trying to run it in. He's got a nose for that goal line. First he scored the touchdown. Now he makes his way in for the 2-point conversion. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something to win, then this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Quarterback keeps it. Runs through a tackle. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. The option look. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Falcons send out the punt unit. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Makes a move. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football. Just keeps moving. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. They'll give it to him again. Across the 25, he's got room. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Irish! Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. Barges ahead. Worked on the touchdown. Might as well do the same thing on the two-point conversion. He gets all 8 points on that trip. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Getting some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Give to the fullback. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Falcons will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets a block. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have his hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Hit the get. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Getting aggressive here and going for 2.
What a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to get to that crease, and when the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Finds his man. It's Bradley. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. And the Falcons decide to punt it away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Running it to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. Afterburners coming. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Two-point conversion attempt is coming. Pushes toward the goal line. He's into the end zone again. A little icing on the cake for the two-point conversion after the long touchdown run. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He locked up and held on to bring him down. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in South Bend going on. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas there in the shadows of Touchdown Jesus.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Falcons will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Falcons will snap it on 1st and 10. Here comes the option. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. They'll go to the fullback. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Back to throw. It's Busha. Pocket starts to collapse. The Falcons will line up to punt it away. A high kick trying to pen them deep. And the returner will be brought down. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in the stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Might as well give it to him again. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. The give to the left side. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
And how about the big play by this running back? Nice job running with the football, good balance, seeing where he needed to go with the football, finishing the run. He gets knocked out of bounds, but how about this offense set up now on 1st and goal?
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Irish! And the punishment has been extended.
And added on again, this offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Oh, there's the ball. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Unloads to the wideout. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the third. Give to the big fullback. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Offense gets set for second down. Now on the option. And he has a solid gain before the defense bobbles him up. And that last run leaves him with a third down. Will they keep it on the ground? He'll ride his man on the option. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. And the Falcons are on the move. They'll run the option. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Now on second down. Goes to the option. He'll do it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He makes the connection. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They go to the ground. At the 45 on his way. Turns it on down the left side. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the route is on. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. Trying to barge their way in. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. He'll toss it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the option. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for... And they get the sack just like that.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot, but they can somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. He's got great speed. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And every year you get jacked up for these new freshmen, these new toys, these new guys you talked about when they were in high school, and the true freshman early in the season making his imprint felt. That's why they got this guy, and that's why everybody has been so jacked up.
Conversion attempt is coming. Trying to surge it in. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Kickoff team takes the field after the punt return for the touchdown. Let's see what they've got in coverage now. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
On the option. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. On the option. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Falcons will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. To the ground, he's got it again. Open space at the 25. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Iron! And the stomping has commenced.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Powers forward. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, it's Busha. They're trying to get to him. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2. They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety.
Return is tackled out at the 41.
First play of the drive comes from the 41.
First and 10.
From the gun, running back gets to give. The pirouette on the run. At the 35, he's loose. Got a lot of room to the right. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the beatdown has ensued.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. Trying to bully their way in. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They'll run the option. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Slips through the line. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Now they'll run it to the right here. On the move is the 30. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And obviously this offense has had their way getting the huge lead. And now when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed, so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, a quarterback making good decisions.
Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And the pummeling has started.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. The give to the big fullback. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Falcons will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Bulldozes his way through. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Here come the Irish back on offense. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Irish! And the punishment has been extended. How about this? These guys are going for 2. They'll try to pound their way in. He's got a nose for that goal line. First he scored the touchdown. Now he makes his way in for the 2-point conversion. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First down here for the offense. He wants to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
To throw, it's Busha. Pressure coming. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Falcons line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Across the 25, he's got room. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Here comes the 2-point try. Trying to pound it in. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder in the analytics world and all that stuff that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. He'll start this drive firing. Caught in the backfield. It's high. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. The back goes in motion. Back to throw, it's Busha.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
And this defense is going to have its ears pinned back on 3rd and long from the 1. Feeling some heat. And now the ball. That'll be a safety. The ball was loose in the end zone. It goes out of the back, and they're probably lucky it wasn't recovered for a touchdown.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
Returner is tackled down as a 36.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too. They had a really good game plan coming into this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right,
the expressway is wide open. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
So after the huge chunk play, they've got it 1st and goal from the 10. They'll leave it with him. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. Beep, beep, beep. You know what that is? That's the garbage truck unloading the garbage time points right now.
And those garbage time points do count, though. And you're still playing the game, keep fighting, but it is that time when it's over, and nobody's really paying attention. Nobody's listening to me or you, Reese, which is not necessarily a bad thing.
And they'll try to tack on 2. They're going to run it. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here's the return from inside his 10. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Here comes the 2-point try. Trying to power it in. And we've been waiting to see the spin move, and so too had the defense. They were ready for it. The kickoff team is out there, and their #1 job is to make sure one special team's touchdown isn't answered with another one. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand man for man. And
the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. And the Falcons will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes a move. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage, and it really sets up this offense nicely. After this, it'll be a wrap. The give to the back. At the 20, he's got space. They're able to make the stop, but icing on this winning cake in this one. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Boulder, Colorado, one of the most picturesque locations in the world, let alone for college football, and you will see plenty of Buffaloes roaming here. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see, the Coyotes taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Coyotes will boot it away to start the game. From inside the 15, here's the return. The Buffaloes offense will start this game off. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the tailback. Bulls his way forward. At the 40, there he goes. Bulldozes him. My, oh my, 41 yards rushing now. What a way to start this season.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats, because he is not easy to bring down.
Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bucs!
And you just cannot draw up the start of the season any better than that. Opening drive of the first game of the year, and quick fire, you're down the field, scoring 6. This offense is explosive.
Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. Looking for blockers. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Coyotes offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
They're bringing heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Coming after him. Moves away as he feels pressure. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a first down for his team. And the Coyotes in the hurry-up.
That shows a lot of poise and a lot of experience by that guy there. Not thinking to himself, hey, on 3rd and long, I'm going to have to throw and make a really good throw here to go get this first. Hey, if it's not there, you don't got to force the issue. You're a good enough athlete to go take off and get it yourself with your legs. Beautiful job.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And when you get these quarterbacks and these offenses in 3rd and long, and you know it's passing situations, man, Katie bar the door, let's rush the passer, bring everybody, you know what's coming.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Worked on the touchdown. Might as well do the same thing on the 2-point conversion. He gets all 8 points on that trip. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And here's the return. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Line gets set, first down. Looking to move it through the air. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up.
And they got him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20.
Returner is tackled at the 44.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Still on his feet at the 45. He now has 80 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game? They're doing that in the season opener. They'll ride the hot hand. Open space at the 25. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Colorado!
It hasn't taken very long this season to just see how scary this offense is. They wanted to be aggressive coming out to start this season, and you've seen that with the play calling on this drive. It does not take these guys with their speed very long to score. Watch out. This unit has a chance to be special.
Why not double the try total and go for 2?
Here we go.
Slams ahead. He's got a nose for that goal line. First he scored the touchdown. Now he makes his way in for the 2-point conversion. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes with the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right. Offense, defense. Palmer, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's first quarter, just don't worry about it, there's time, but this is the worst start you possibly could have had. So they need to score a touchdown right here.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32.
At the 32-yard line. That's a first down for the offense.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. They make the stop, but this sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Coyotes with the 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
Trying to get to him. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Tripped up for the tackle.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty...
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
And the Coyotes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. On the return, it's Hood. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Little has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Still running at the 40. He's off to the races. At the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bucs!
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous. If he gets into the second level, great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
He's into the end zone again. A little icing on the cake with a two-point conversion after the long touchdown run. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. They're lining up to boot it away. He'll bring it back looking for help. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll try the run. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This defense has taken the game over. They're winning the game in large part because of how dominant they've been up front, how good their pass rush has been.
Getting some heat.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Looks it in at the 40. Touchdown, Buffaloes! The special teams proving worthy of their name. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
He'll bring it out. It's Flowers. And the returner is stopped. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They'll start this drive with a pass. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. Wide out in motion. Off the RPO, complete. It's another safety. Can you believe this? Second of the game.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field, they got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. At the 35, he's open. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Looking for a productive play on first down. They're going to ride this running back. Got enough space. Touchdown, Colorado. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
Oh, that's like blowing the layup or the 3-inch putt. Missed the extra point. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second.